talked about getting to mount and why getting to mount is advantageous. You guys don't need a primer on why it's good for Daryl, bad for me, right? And this is a really easy spot for Daryl to tee off. He has a lot of leverage. He has a lot of distance here too. It's really hard for me I can't reach Daryl to punch him. If I could, it'd be pretty weak. This is a big fight-ending position. You guys remember 5th grade? There's like that one kid that got stuck here on the playground, like you didn't see him again because you got hit so bad. This is why it's bad. Yeah, you can also hold down spin on things. That's not good. So when we're here, I want to make sure that I'm able to quickly get out of this. I can't hang out here. I can't hesitate. I got to immediately start protecting myself here. So what I want to do is I want to escape. So the first thing I want to be aware of here, I'm trying to keep Daryl low. Okay. So we're going to start in just a low control position here. And the drill we're going to do is I want to be here where I'm grabbing the tricep, pinning this down, pitching my elbow to my ribs here. I've also kind of got my knee up nice and high where I'm wrapped around Daryl's ankle in this case. So I'm setting up my roll. We're going to be here nice and tight, grabbing the tricep, just do a nice kind of clamp grip. I'm grabbing the back of his head, keeping everything clinched down. And I'm keeping my head up just a little bit. That way there's not a whole lot of space for him to cock back and punch me. So we're going to start here, and Daryl's going to pummel in. He's going to start making space. He's going to sit up like he's going to hit me, okay? So when Daryl sits up like he's going to hit me, all right, I don't sit here and wait. As soon as I feel Daryl making space, I'm up here nice and tight. Got to close this distance. That way, if he does try to hit me, it's going to be pretty weak here. He doesn't have a big angle. But when I'm here, though, I'm still not waiting. I'm going to take my feet to the mat. I'm going to push. Get Daryl to rock forward. I'm going to grab his shoulder, climb up, pummel his hand back inside, wrap my arm up nice and tight. Okay, get him down nice and controlled. So again, Daryl's going to pummel in. He starts pushing off. As soon as he starts sitting up, sit up, put your hip. Nice and tight. I gotta get my feet to that. If I keep my feet off the mat, I'm not going to get anywhere. Push. Get him to push his hands on the mat. If he's basing, he's not hitting me. So now I'm just going to grab a shoulder, suck up nice and tight, and get my head inside. Boom, get his head, pummel in, get the arm. Now, the arm I pummel in and I control here is going to be the arm the side of my head's on. So if my head's on Daryl's right side, I'm controlling Daryl's right arm. If I was on the other side, I'd grab this arm. So the reason I grab this arm here is that way he definitely can't hit me in the face because I got his head between me and his other arm, and I've got this arm locked up. Okay, so again, Daryl's just pummel in. You start to sit up immediately. Boom, like this way. Hardly gonna get my table grip. I push, get him up the mat, shoulder. Get up nice and high. Boom, control the head, control this arm, nice and tight. Right? Pretty simple stuff. It's simple stuff, but it's also really painful stuff if you forget it. So just get reps in, get your drills. Push it up. Shoulder. So it's in nice and tight, getting my head, wrapping Daryl up. Okay, so I'm going to do my bridge and roll to get out of this. The reason I'm doing my bridge and roll is so I get everything wrapped up nice and tight. Normally when I do like a shrimp escape, it's because Daryl knows jiu-jitsu, he's playing a jiu-jitsu game. A guy that knows jiu-jitsu is not going to give you this position. He's not going to give you this wrap up and this control here. But we're down at Diesel or something on the south side, something's going wrong, and I ended up mounting and I got Daryl wrapped up, right? So now in this position, do my bridge and roll. First thing, little safety tip. See how Daryl's right palm is flat to the mat? That's gonna be bad news for you guys if you guys are doing this drill. Daryl's gonna turn that palm up. Because basically I'm gonna roll over it, and if that palm's flat, it's a good way to crunch your wrist. And that's no good if that's your favorite hand. So we're here, wrapping up nice and tight. Okay, so to start this roll, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step over this ankle to get this trapped. So I don't want Daryl flaring that out the post, so I want to trap this up nice and tight. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my head towards Daryl. Okay, so I'm gonna basically, if I'm rolling to my left, which I'm going to if I got this arm wrapped up, I want to touch my ear to my right shoulder. Okay, this is gonna open my neck up, open my bridge up. So now from here, whenever I roll, I got my elbow inside on Daryl's chest here. I'm gonna kind of like I'm reaching to the sky. I'm gonna bridge and turn over this way here. Okay, so even though I keep control of that head, I'm kind of doing a push with it. Really basic bridge and roll is going boom here, up over the shoulder. Remember, I'm opening this up. Get nice tight power, a lot of power in my hips, so I can come over and not get Daryl on that head. So why do I move my head? The reason I move my head to the sides, it gives me a little more angle on my bridge. If we were doing this in a sports jiu-jitsu match, for example, Daryl's probably pretty good at using his hand to base. So if I go here, he start posting with that other hand. Keep himself from going over one more time. Yeah, he does that. If I open this up, I can still roll right over it. It's gonna have to just do that generally. So one more time. Here. Over up nice and tight. Now you guys are on the bottom. Go ahead and make it instinct. Go to our safe position we were doing last week. You know, just gonna bring his legs up nice and high. He's gonna pummel arm in. Control my head. Alright, good. Go in that position. Then reset. Okay? Good habits, good habits, good habits. Whether it's self-defense, there's a couple things that I want. I want the underhook, so we're gonna see Daryl's on top of me. I want the underhook, okay? The other thing I want is I want to keep this cross face away from you. Okay, because if you guys know, if Daryl gets that head, he starts driving me down, flattening me out, it's bad news, right? So the underhook helps keep that cross face away, and this little cup here helps keep the cross face away. So what's also nice about this little cup is keep Daryl from kicking me. Okay, because I can just trace this bicep. As soon as Daryl starts pulling it back, I can just kind of keep contact with me. I don't want to stay here and try to block it. I just want to keep in touch with it. So that way, if you start trying to pull back, I can just stay with it. You start trying to bring it in, and then I kind of stiff arm it, keep it control. I want to use this to defend myself. Okay, so this is basic bicep control. He's not hitting me with this arm because as soon as he tries to pop back with that, I start taking his back, right? And you guys have been doing this long enough. As soon as someone's dumb enough to take that whizzer out, you guys go there anyways. You guys have that weird uncle or that dumb friend at parties that always wants to fight with you. They just go right to their back all the time because they don't have the good habits. That's why we spend so much time developing good habits. So when the opportunity does open up, you're just right there. So we're gonna be in this position. Move my in nice and tight, and Daryl's gonna immediately start trying to hit me with this. So to get this grip here. He starts trying to pull back, starts trying to hit me. Now, what we don't just hang out here, right? So there's a couple different options. So the first one we're gonna look at, if Daryl's kind of leaning into me like this, and you got this underhook, you're just gonna keep this space, take your foot out, just keep one leg lazy, take this foot out, start shrimping, and start bringing this knee back inside, okay? Boom, all the way in here, okay? You guys remember this position? I got this grip. Daryl's probably still gonna be in his frenzy, right? He's still trying to hit me. I just wrap this up. A nice tight open guard position. You guys remember last week when Daryl was here, I'm doing my push pin triangle. So I'm keeping this out nice and tight. He's trying to come at me still. I just keep pressure on it. I'm pushing my wrist into my own thigh. So what's gonna happen is I'm pushing my wrist into my own thigh here. I'm gonna take that away, do like a trap door. It sucks right to his chest. If you do it right, it'll make that noise. Then hop up, catch his head, start working your triangle. So that's option number one. Look at that one more time. Boom, in half guard. Daryl's leaning into me. I'm hitting his bicep right away. He starts trying to hit me, okay? So as he's trying to hit me, I'm gonna start making space. So bringing this knee inside, okay? If you end up in full guard, you don't get the arm, that's fine too. The idea is you're improving position. You end up this knee inside, wrap this arm up nice and tight, boom, square back up. Now Daryl's still kind of driving into me, that's good for me. Keep this knee flared out nice and tight. Driving, pushing this wrist into my own thigh here. Kick it straight, pins it right to his chest. Up. So wrapping my triangle. So the other option I have, I'm giving you guys two because you're like the advanced class, like the honors class. Hey, this is AP Jiu-Jitsu. It's advanced placement, so you guys didn't get to AP in high school, I'm sorry. So if we're here, I got this bicep, okay? So the other thing that might happen, especially if Daryl doesn't know jiu-jitsu, is he's gonna start sitting back. He starts popping up and trying to hit me, right? Yeah. So if that happens, it's actually kind of good for me, right? Same idea as the mount. I'm trying to stay nice and tight here, so it's hard for Daryl to hit me. And as soon as he starts coming up, just go with him. And from this position here, you can just go into your single leg that we were doing from half guard a few weeks ago. So you want to keep that space closed. Top brother. So I'm in here, Daryl starts popping up. As soon as I feel him, I'm just gonna come up with him here. Okay? And there's a couple ways you can do this. If he keeps trying to sit back, it's pretty easy just to come down, place this leg, and just drive him over. Remember, you're driving across the hips to go here. If he's resisting you a little bit, if you end up here and if you end up here, he starts trying to come back down into you. That's fine. Just kick him in the butt. You start coming out the back door. All right. If you guys weren't here for the push pin triangle last week, just do that one. If you guys saw the push pin triangle last week, then do both. All right.